We saw United win a trophy yesterday for the first time in 6 years. How much, it looks like they're very much on the way back. How much does, I know the challenge for you and the players is interesting enough anyway, but how much does United, excuse me, being back in the picture, improve that challenge and make it more interesting?
Yeah, first and foremost, congratulations to United for the Carabao Cup, for the final, for Newcastle as well, because the game was entertaining. Yeah, sooner or later it should happen, isn't it? Shouldn't it? Couldn't it? So, yeah, it should happen. Welcome.
I mean, do you see it that way? Do you see that United are very much on the rise and that they will be? You know, we've got used to this season Arsenal being your main rivals, Liverpool for the last 3 or 4 seasons. Do you think that United are going to be on that level sort of from the rest of the season onwards?
Yeah, if you spend a little bit more money, yeah. Because you didn't spend, isn't it? It's normal in the position that, it's in the position that that normal should be. So, but the reality is he fought against 2 teams, especially Liverpool, United, ourselves in the last years that we have done incredible well with the numbers. But always when I landed here, I thought United always would be there. So for the history, for everything, so Eric is doing an incredible job. The players, you see how committed they are, how, all together they try to do it. When you have been many years, 5, 6 years without winning one title, when you have the challenge, I remember when we won the first Carabao Cup, we traveled to win the Carabao Cup and everyone was so excited, to do it. The staff, it was new, the players was new. The 4th time we traveled there to win the 4th Carabao Cup in a row it's okay. It's another one, another day in the office, that? It's normal, that it's normal. United has to be there. So always have been a big opponent, so that we were better in the previous seasons, and now, yeah, it's closer. And, everything can happen in the Premier League.
Hi Pep, can I ask about Maximo Peronne, please? What type of player do you think he is? What kind of skills do you think he can give the team?
Well, he arrived from our scout for Joan Pazzi, our guy in South America. Always advised me about Gabriel, advised me about Julian, now from Maximo. He's a young player, 19, 20 years old. He's a guy who is quicker here than the legs. He moves really well in the pockets. He has a lot of vision there. And since the first second training session he arrived, I had some clips, info, but honestly I didn't know him. The players didn't know him. We saw, wow, he moves well. A quality, individual quality is really there. And I think he will grow up being with us for the rhythm, for the physicality. But sometimes we are looking for players to play in a position that in smaller spaces, his route is really, really good.
Do you think he'll get some minutes tomorrow night? Or does it depend on how the game is?
From the beginning, no. But we'll see what happens. He'll travel because with the injuries we have, our squad is the year like with less players. Our depth squad is not big. So, but he's a guy, we're impressed and has doing so far. But it's going to happen in the future, so I don't know. I cannot assure you what is going to happen.
In terms of next season, you mean you can't assure us what's going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I learned from my years, so don't anticipate much is going to happen in terms of how many players stay, how many players going to leave, how we'll be active in the transfer market. But what I said, we are really pleased for the quality that he has, and of course the game we play with 4-0 the game is completely different. It's almost over, and but the quality they have is there, and this is the most important thing.
Hi, Pep. Will Stefan Ortega be starting tomorrow?
Yeah.
How is he doing? How is he pushing Ederson for that number 1 spot?
A lot. With the way he played in a Carabao Cup and FA Cup so far, even in Champions League, I think he played in Dortmund. We were already we were qualified, but fight for the first position. He's an exceptional keeper. Exceptional.
And there have been sort of a bit of criticism for Ederson in the last few weeks. Can you understand when fans sort of are critical of Ederson, or is he just so important to the way you play?
Fans? How many fans? How many fans we have? How many?
More than you might expect.
Yeah. I not. Two.
I think his save percentage is down for the season.
I don't. We don't have. I don't have any of that. So, how many Golden Globes? How many? His his performance have done these years, many years to do it. To achieve what we achieve. Eddie is another exceptional keeper. So I don't have any doubts. But the reality is now have another keeper, like push him to him like never before, for in terms of what they have done in so far in build up with the ball, but not that. He's a typical German keeper, like stay up and make incredible humble movements. You know that it looks like. He's a really good keeper. But Ederson is a really important figure on the pitch, off the pitch, and everything like that.
Hi Pep. Nigel Pearson was the man who brought Riyad Mahrez to England. He signed him at Leicester. How big a player has he been in the Premier League?
I will say thank you to Nigel to bring Riyad here in this country and how good he has played. So Nigel make it incredible. I was not here when we had done in Leicester, but I was done in Bradford. Was here and make an incredible result. He changed the team. So you know him better than me. Happy to see him tomorrow. And I said the last 12 games you don't lose one game is because you are alive. You are there. The NFL Cup is special. It's a final and everyone is there. The mistakes will punish you, and you have to be so concentrated to do our game.
The last one.
Hi, Pep. Can I just ask you about Rodri? You said he's playing very well at the moment. I think he's started all but one of your games since the World Cup and played a lot before that. How is he managing all that workload? Is he someone who just kind of relishes playing every 3 days?
Yeah, of course, it's a lot of games. Like I would love to replace him, but the game was not over. Rodri understand everything we have done. We are trying to do in that position. Like it's not easy to play as a holding midfielder with us. It's not just run. It's just to understand many things is going to happen. And Rodri is getting better and better. And there are positions like it's like a winger. Okay, you are wide, get the ball, try to make runners 1-against-1. It's simple. There are many things happen. And understand the position. Sometimes it's not easy. Even Rodri, when we arrive, he struggled a little bit to understand what we're looking for. And that's why it's important. But he has to rest. Otherwise, he will not perform well in the future, and he's not going to get injured probably. And because he's going to go to the national team international break. But we are delighted with his mentality, especially in the bad moments, good moment, how positive he is, and always the next game always is ready. So Chiqui make an incredible sign with him because his presence, figure, and everything. His impact have been massive with us.
Because that position is so demanding, you've got to, like you say, read the game and adapt, etc. Is that why Calvin maybe needs a little bit more time just to get?
Yeah. This is the only reason. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. You are later.